What I eat on Mounjaro weight loss, 79 pounds. Hi, friends. I'm Elizabeth, Countess of Shopping. I've lost 79 pounds with Mounjaro weight loss. I'm currently on Mounjaro 15 milligrams, and I'm so excited to show you all of my Mounjaro breakfast, Mounjaro lunch, Mounjaro dinner, and a bunch of recipes. You're going to want to stay till the end because I'm going to show you how to save a ton of money over at Chipotle. First thing, I woke up immediately and needed a Costco order. I did not have time because I have a very enriched schedule, probably like you do, and got my Costco order through DoorDash or Instacart or something like that. And so I ended up getting, these are some of my Mounjaro foods that I'm going to be using throughout the week for my Mounjaro meal prep. So you're going to want to click that subscribe button so you can see the rest of how I'm going to use all of these foods. And in today's recipes, I've got a ton of great, easy, quick, convenient foods for you too. So I ended up getting a bunch of fruit from Costco, ended up getting a bunch of nutrient dense foods. For me, protein is so important. My goal today is to have 100 to 120 grams of protein per day, and it makes such a big difference for me with having the protein and versus not in terms of being full, but also it matters so much for muscle mass loss as well. So I ended up getting these Power Cake, they're protein pancakes. Never had those before. I know you guys have seen those. I've talked about them before, but I'm really excited to make them for the Duke this week. My 8-year-old got some limes for my water. And then ended up, I had never seen these roasted root vegetables. They're frozen. I'm leaning more towards frozen foods for my what I eat on Mounjaro. That's for my little boy, the Duke. He loves those. I'm eating more frozen foods for frozen vegetables just because a lot of the produce goes bad and it prevents waste and saves us a ton of money. These chicken crumbles, I am so excited to try. I've never tried them before. Those chicken meatballs are amazing. You can freeze those too, speaking of freezing, and they have like less sugar in them. I ended up getting the low carb tortillas. I'm going to use those later on in the week, and then also some Rayo's marinara sauce because it doesn't have added sugar in there. And I'm going to make first thing for my Mounjaro breakfast, even before my cup of coffee. I know, crazy, right? We're going to make a great recipe. You're going to want to stay tuned because I'm going to show you how you can get this easy recipe if you want to print it out and cook it in your kitchen later today for your Mounjaro breakfast, your Mounjaro lunch, or your Mounjaro dinner. I just took a little bit of olive oil, put it in my cast iron pan. I'm heating currently my oven to 400 degrees. These are the root vegetables that I got from Costco. It's literally just sweet potatoes, carrots, and parsnips, I never pronounce that properly. Here's my protein, because you guys know I strive to have 30 grams of protein per meal. So I hit that 100 to 120 grams of protein per day. I'm using this great veggie chopper. I'll link it down in the description link below. It is the best tool to have. It's not expensive. It makes the perfect little chops for your produce and for your proteins too. So I highly recommend it's in the description link. But I ended up cutting up one bell pepper. I used yellow because my son is obsessed with red bell peppers, and I was saving the red pepper for him for his lunches. But this was straight out of my Costco order. I ended up getting some tomatoes, cut those up, and put those on the side. They're going to be part of the sauce that is included. And then I took these great, no antibiotics added. Oops. See, we even have oopsie poopsies here in the Countess of Shopping kitchen. Don't take yourself too seriously with your sausages. Okay, so we're going to smash these into little pieces and then put the little bite-sized pieces. They're perfect for your fork too, so your mouth is not. I hate when I have like big portion sizes. So this makes like the perfect Mounjaro size portion size. I'm on day 7, by the way, of my shot. So I'm hungry today. Normally on day 1 and day 2 of my Mounjaro injection, I don't eat this much, but I'm making leftovers for tomorrow too. And then we're going to eat off of this for a while. Putting that in the oven. I'm going to come back to it. Stay tuned. But I am obsessed with Element electrolytes. I'm going to first have my coffee this morning. The Count made me coffee, which was so incredibly sweet. And I'm going to add into there a little bit of heavy creamed or a splash of, of half and half in there. And then I'm going to have my Element electrolytes. It's the chocolate chai. I'm completely obsessed with their chocolate medley. It has in there magnesium, potassium, and sodium for Element electrolytes. It is the perfect blend, and they've done their research. Element has on the blend ratio of sodium, magnesium, and potassium. We need sodium, friends. We need magnesium. We need potassium. But I love Element because it helps with my gastrointestinal issues, which are Mounjaro side effects. Hello. And so having that magnesium, potassium definitely help with that. The sodium has also helped significantly with my leg cramps that I was getting and headaches. Had been getting really bad headaches on Mounjaro, and this has made a big difference. I didn't have the whole stick of the chocolate chai. I just had about a third of the stick, and I mixed it together with that little mixer thing. I'll link that down in the description link below. for you too, because it makes for the perfect coffee blend. And I had a big old cup of coffee this morning because I needed it. And then I also made my Element electrolytes for the raspberry salt, which is my personal favorite, to put in my water. And I put that in a 40-ounce tumbler. I will sip on that throughout the day. Yesterday I worked out a bunch. I was very sweaty, Betty. So I wanted to have a double dosing today of electrolytes. Normally I just have one stick per day. Get yours at drinkelement.com/queen. That's DRINKLMNT.com/QUEEN. And they have been so gracious to give us 8 free sticks with any purchase. And that's linked down in the description link below too, the direct link for it as well. It makes a big difference for my day, how I feel with my Mounjaro side effects. Now I go back over to my recipe. I ended up taking this out of the oven. I have not put my sausages actually into the recipe yet. Again, the recipe will be linked down in the description link below too if you want to print this out and make it for yourself. It is such an easy recipe to do. Look, I got my little vegetable chopper out again, put those sausages in now that the root vegetables have been somewhat cooked. And then I'm going to put those in for another 15 minutes, mixing those in on 400 degrees, plop that back into the oven. Look how strong I am. I am a woman, hear me roar. I'm getting those nice and cooked. Now that it's come out, after 15 minutes, I stir it again and put it back into the oven to cook for another 15 minutes. I did end up getting really impatient and ended up broiling it, but I'm going to put some eggs in there too. And I dropped the eggshells. See, you too can be a countess of shopping. You guys know I'm like in the Muppets, the Swedish chef. La, 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 la. So there's my eggshells. I had to pull those out of there. I just put that in, cooked that in for a couple of minutes. I wanted more of over medium eggs as opposed to over easy eggs, but you can cook those on whatever. If you want over easy, over hard, however you want your eggs in there. You could even do scrambled eggs in there. I personally didn't. This was great because then I could just scoop it out for the Duke, the Count, and myself with easy portions. A tremendous amount of protein in there because of the eggs and because of the sausage. If I could go back, I actually would double the sausage that I put in there. Now, for lunch/dinner, I got Chipotle catering. This is how I've saved a ton of money on Chipotle. What I do is go to Chipotle catering. They don't know me from Adam, but I've done this a couple of times, and it will be our food for the next 3 or 4 days, and I'll freeze whatever we don't eat. But it comes with whatever your protein is. If you are vegan or vegetarian, you could get that instead of a meat protein. I got the barbacoa, but you could get the sofritas as another option, or the chicken or the steak. There's the bowl. That's the Count's bowl. He was very excited to show his bowl. He was like, a meaty portion in there. And then I just freezed. I knew we weren't going to eat all this. So I ended up freezing a bunch of it. Saves so much money. Really, really simple. Everybody in my family gets what they want. Like, I don't want that rice, but my husband does. And so the sauces, you can get the different spicy and non-spicy, and the cheese. And we put those in those little taco holders. I'll link them in the description link below. But I put a ton of veggies in mine. I ended up putting some. See, there's the freezer containers too. It makes it so easy. And then a couple weeks from now, I'll pull out one of these for leftovers on a night that's really, really busy, and I'll just microwave them, put some sour cream on top, and nobody will notice that it's like the Chipotle from weeks previously that I had frozen and then microwaved. It saves so much money per serving also because nothing is going to waste. And I'm getting, like, air quote, the bulk purchase price on it too. But it tastes delicious. Everybody is happy. Everybody gets what they want out of the Chipotle ordering. You could get multiple proteins. I don't, just because we have 3 people in our family, but you could. And then these little taco holder things are so helpful so your tacos stay together. I only do usually 1 or 2 tacos, and then the rest I'll make a salad out of it to make sure I'm getting more nutrients in it. And then I make sure I put the salsa on there too. So it's got these fresh veggies. Again, protein and nutrient dense food is what my focus is on my 79-pound Mounjaro weight loss, getting that protein in and hitting my protein goals. Now, I bought these ball pint drawers off Amazon. I'll link them down below. I am a germphobe and I ended up washing them, but I'm going to use them for some of my meal prep. I saw this on TikTok that if you put produce in, I can't even get the daggone lid off. See, I told you, Muppets, Sesame Street Chef, Swedish Chef. If you put berries in these, allegedly, it's supposed to make them stay fresher longer. So I'm going to try. You guys know on some of my other What I Eat in a Day, you can see those in the playlist down below. And click like and subscribe too while you're down there. But on some of my other playlists, you guys know I love protein bowls that I'll make with my yogurt. And that's in several other videos if you want to get that recipe. But I'm going to put my raspberries in there and we're going to test this theory out. You got to come back to the next video and I'll tell you if it works or not. But it's supposed to keep the air out of it and keep it fresher longer, specifically for berries. I'd wash them, and then they were pretty much dry from I patted them dry with a paper towel and put them in there, put them in the refrigerator. There's some leftover berries for the Duke's lunch. Also from my Costco haul that I got this morning, I'm going to put away my asparagus. I also saw this on TikTok as well. If you put 1 to 2 centimeters of water in a glass jar, put the asparagus in the jar, and then put a plastic bag over it, it's supposed to stay fresh for a long time, allegedly. So make sure you stay tuned. I'll let you know if all these hacks work or not. Do they work or do they not work? On my next What I Eat in a Day video, or next video that I have. And I ended up doing this with a couple of jars. Ironically, this jar wasn't even the mason jars that I bought. It was one of my bamboo drinking jars. Have you guys seen those where I drink my water out of them? I wanted a tall jar to put the asparagus in. So this has been awesome. My little boy loves asparagus. And as I change with my body with my Mounjaro weight loss, my family has changed. My boy loves protein. He's 8 and loves nutrient dense foods. And so I love showing him and leading by example. Okay, I'm cleaning out my fridge because it's disgusting. And I was inspired by a TikTok creator. Her name is Nikki. If you guys follow her, Nikki on Clean TikTok. I ended up using the Dawn dish soap. There's a sale running on Amazon right now. I'll link it down in the description link below. So I ended up cleaning out my fridge drawers. So when I'm putting all my fresh produce away, I saw it was like the ADD squirrel that I had to clean those. So got those cleaned. If you guys didn't see on my earlier video about my weight loss stall, using a smart tape measure makes such a big difference for me over the last year of being on my Mounjaro weight loss journey. When the scale's not moving, I can use that. Now, my scale and my smart tape measure sync together, and my blood pressure cuff into one app. I will link those in the description link below. Highly recommend having it go into one app. So you have all of the data together. A track number grows with data. So you have all of the data in one spot, which is incredibly helpful on the weight loss journey. So you're not fumbling and bumbling. And it keeps me motivated seeing those numbers continue to get healthier and healthier as I go through. There's the blood pressure cuff too, if you're interested in that as well, or you can get them separately, but it's well worth the price point. And many of you guys asked about my loose skin. Yes, I do have loose skin on my 79-pound weight loss journey, and I'm obsessed with this cream. They don't know me from Adam. I bought all of these products, but I love them so much because it helped me get in a bathing suit this past summer, and I'm getting really excited for spring to be able to get back into shorts. And so using this cream, the only thing that's going to get rid of my loose skin is surgery, but it helps my confidence. Like that back of my hand normally looks like an old lady. It still probably looks like an old lady. Just kidding, but less of an old lady. Here's my second favorite loose skin cream, but the first one is the one that I showed before. I'll link those down in the description link below for you too. To see if it helps you. Many people have said that they agree with my opinion that it is truly the best, the first one, and then the second one. Here's for my neck. If you guys didn't see my interview with Dr. Neiman talking about saggy necks, this is one of my favorite products that I bought and that I've tested and that I love as well. And I just had laser treatment on my face, which is why you guys aren't seeing my face today in today's video, is because that just got all lasered. And so I'm putting a little bit of cream on there too. It's been about 2 or 3 days out from the laser procedure. Make sure you go ahead and get your Lmnt electrolytes down in the description link below with the 8 free sticks with that link with any purchase. I'm obsessed with Lmnt because it helps so much with my Mounjaro side effects and also just the way that I feel. And with working out now that I'm working out more and walking a ton, I sweat a bunch. And so replenishing that sweat with my magnesium, potassium, and sodium, I highly recommend. And there's no sugar added, no junk added, it's just the healthy, good stuff that my body needs, and has made a major difference with my Mounjaro headaches, my Mounjaro fatigue, and my body aches for me personally. So, and I love putting the chocolate medley ones into my coffee. That chocolate chai is amazing. It's my absolute favorite. Make sure you get down below also my Mounjaro weight loss success checklist. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others. Click subscribe, and I'll see you next time.